Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. And what a pleasure it is to have you join us for the Joe Six-Pack Racing League. See the new logo that they had me I requested? I was watching the Twitch stream from Greg Dreas this morning for the Joe Six-Pack Racing League. And I saw that. I was like, man, you've got a nice logo. I want to make sure that they have it. So these guys are out here qualifying right now. You're watching them do that thing. We are ready to rock and roll for these guys. This is Charlotte at night, or Charlotte after dark. They're going to be running. It's not quite dark here, but it might be in your neck of the woods. Good to see everybody out there tuning in, and of course, and always, we appreciate all of the fun that you guys will allow us to have. And while you're out there, if you're out there on Facebook, make sure you give us a like and a follow. Hit those notification bells, of course, to make sure that you can see all the Signature Esports posts and videos when we go live. And of course, and always, you can follow us on Twitch. Get out there and do that phenomenal thing. Thank you very much for all the Twitch subscribers out there. You guys are absolutely amazing. Couldn't ask for a better audience in the form of all of you. All of you are absolutely amazing. Qualifying is about to be finished. And just a little bit of insight about what's going on. You're seeing some of the drivers still qualify out there. Had a couple of little rule changes that they had, but, today they're going to run 75 laps. They do have two fast fixes for iRacing, so they'll get two brand new cars if something happens. Two tire changes, so 3 sets of tires total to get the set they start with, and then have an opportunity to do basically 2 pit stops, because 75% fuel is what they're going to be loaded up with. 2 green, white checkered attempts if they need them. Of course, the start of the race is going to be on the green flag, and then after that, the restarts are going to be on the leader, except for under the green, white checkers. Those are going to be on the green flag again. Let's see. Let's take a look. Last week we were talking about Mike Killingbeck. He was the driver who won at Talladega last week. We didn't get the chance to talk to him. There was some things going on with the Discord, so couldn't get into that conversation with him. But that's all right. Things do happen in the grand scheme of things of that. So, but he won last week, and he has the points lead right now with 25 points in the league. Now, the way this is going to score, they're going to have 30 drivers in here, but the drivers that are first through 25 are the ones who are going to get points. And then after that, everybody else doesn't get any points. So that's kind of how that works for them over here at the Joe Six-Pack Racing League. And I'll tell you what, one of these days we're going to get Greg on here, and it's going to be fun with him. Matt Newborn is going to be the driver. He's the 92. He's got 20. He's second in points for the series, sitting there with 24 points. And then Anthony Garland, the number 81, is in third. Travis Eccles, we know Travis very well, the number 72. He's in fourth. And Rad Stevens, the number 6, he is in fifth place in points at the moment. Something that they do here as well that I kind of like. I just feel like taking the idea over to the Signature eNASCAR series that we have. But they have what they call race quality points. So depending on your finish and how many incident points you have, determines your quality points. And they have a separate little prize pool that they have for that. And right now, Mike Killingbeck and Matt Newborn are tied with 21 points apiece, even though Killingbeck is first in the series. Qualifying, it looks like it's going to be finished. And we're going to go live racing here. Charlotte Motor Speedway is the site for it. And man, oh man, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Good to see you all out there. Keep chatting it up. We do love the chats. We do love the fun. Thank you for the hydrate. I will make sure to do that. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. As we hydrate, let's take a look at the starting grid. Of course, brought to you by my Sunday broadcast partner. That's Drinkin' Bros Racing. Go to Drinkin' Bros Racing or search for that in your Facebook page. Give that page a like and follow for me. A little racing group that is all about having fun out there. DBR is absolutely amazing. David Lomaga, the number 34, the New York driver, is going to be your pole sitter Josh Bromfield, the number 24, or I'm sorry, the number 12 is going to be in the outside pole position right there on row number 1. Al Reed is there in the number 3, the Atlantic Racing Team driver. Mike Killingbeck, the points leader right there in the outside second row position. Michigan driver driving the number 70. Matt Newborn, Brian Torchia, he's going to be there in row number 3. Rob Lowell in the number 21, and Brian Hazlett. He had to tell me how to say his name, and I'm glad he did. Row number 4 is the number 19 car. Anthony Garland, we see him out there with Lance Brantlinger. He's going to be there in the 5th row. Those two drivers doing great things out there already. Sammy Davis and Wayne Garland, they're going to be there in row number 6. And moving on down that grid list, let's move. We're going to try to move on down the grid list there. There it is. Brian Rupert, the number 14, is in the mix. Robert Suka. I can't believe I butchered that. We talked about that. We're going to be the 187 is going to be there. Team Atlantic has got the 187 there in row number 7. Robert McFarland and Travis Sutphin is going to be there in row number 8. Mike Brodus Sr. and Brian Wojcik is going to be there in row number 9. Travis Eccles, the number 72, is going to be inside row number 10 of Thomas Hubble in the number 17. Jared Knox in there. Greg Joe, Aaron Conover. That's going to make up the starting grid when it comes to the drivers that are on the mix. Man, oh man, we're going to have some fun. As my buddy Mr. Micah Woolley would say, we're going to light the tire, or eat the tires and light the fires. That's what he says. So 75 laps. Hello, Woolley. Good to see you, buddy. I can't say it the way he does it. He says it with so much more enthusiasm. We love it. Real Racing Online is going to be up a little bit later on tonight, so if you want to see the Midwest Maniac run, he's going to be there this evening, so it'll be a good opportunity to get some Dirt Series racing in. We're going to be, I already forgot where we're at. It's terrible. Lomaga, Bromfield, Reed, and Killingbeck. That's going to be the front 2 rows, and they are ready to rock and roll right here. Charlotte Motor Speedway. Joe Six-Pack Racing League, week number 2. Fred the Flagman high above the stands here. He is ready to give them a go. And, man, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm already excited. I like Charlotte. One of my favorite tracks to drive in the iRacing circuit. And one of my favorite to broadcast, especially here at night. The 34 gets the green flag from Fred the Flagman, and they are off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. Charlotte after dark. Bromfield gets a good start on the outside, but the inside line, no doubt, could be the fastest way around Charlotte. Tires are going to be a big factor here. Only 2 tire changes, so they're going to get 3 sets of stickers, and that is kind of where they're going to be able to hold on to it. 70% fuel is going to put them right about 35 to 40 laps, 12 to the inside of the 34 right there. Good battle for first already. A little bit loose on the corner exit. Front stretch trial will run. The 34 of Lomaga leading on lap 2. Run like a runaway bride into turn 1, turn 2. 34 has a little bit of a gap now between he and the 12. He's going to have to just settle into his driving ways and just follow in line to see how long he can hold on to that lead. The 34 takes a much more angular approach, high to low to high. Midline run coming across the line, drops down to the blue. The 12 closing the gap 16/10 of a second back there. Biggest mover in the first 2 laps. Not much has changed. We're going to go to Rupert, the number 14. He looks like he is driving a Lowe's 48 paint scheme right there, high up there. He was up 2 positions, but it does look like somebody went off track down there. No caution, still running. Lomaga out front, the 12 trying to track him down right there in their high-paced action here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Nighttime running. Lomaga out front. The 12 tracking him down. Reed has worked himself back up there, so the first 4 drivers are now within reaching distance of each other. They're going to reach out and throw a water bottle and possibly hit the race leader. Lomaga, Bromfield, Reed, Killingbeck is going to be 1 through 4. The 12 trying to close that distance just a little bit harder. Dives hard into the inside of Turn number 3, exit turn 4, losing some ground in the 3 is starting to catch him. Reed starting to throw his hat in the mix right here in the top 3, closing the distance on Bromfield. Killingbeck, last week's race winner, he's going to be there to the inside. Looks like he's going to make a pass on to 3. Taking over third place is the number 70 car. Right now, Lowell up 2 positions from where he started. The number 21 has the 19 right behind him. That's Hazlett and the GoPro Toyota Camry. Ford chasing down the field. Right now, inside the top 5, only one Chevy, and that's going to be Reed, the number 3. Car that went off track looked like that was Aaron Conover. He went off track and went to pits. Matt Newborn just left pit lane right there. So Matt Newborn a part of that mix. Looks like he went to pit lane, got towed, got a fast fix. Battle for first going on right now. Bromfield right there to the inside of the 34. Front stretch run, tri-oval. That big awkward D-shaped. The 12 looks like he's going to carry some speed right there. Inside move for the 12 to try to take over the lead. 34 is going to run high line. A little bit of a touch and go on the blue line for the number 12 of Bromfield. But don't count out the number 70 Killingbeck, points leader right there in the draft of the 34. No doubt going to take this high to low inside. Going to follow suit. 34 looking like he's going to take back over the lead. The 12 touching that blue line. Getting a little bit squirrely when it comes to how that plays into effect. Lap traffic there. There's the 56. Whoa, up into the 70. Whoa, little touch, little love, little feel of cotton. The 56. Getting a little bit sideways. I believe they touched back here. And now the flag's going to come out here on lap 8. And we're going to see how that's going to change things up. Everything's going to tighten back up right there, folks. First caution of the evening happens on lap number 8 on the just kind of how things happen. Here's what happened here. Like the 56 was right there. That was Conover right there, trying to come back up on the racing surface. Don't see anything else that could have possibly happened there. It's the only thing that I see. All right, racing through the yellow flag. We're going to back to live conditions. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Who's going to take pit road? Now, we saw the 70 of Killingbeck. He got up into the 56 a little bit right there. Let's see if we can look at his damage and see if he's got no left side damage right there on his car. How about the right side? Still looking good. United States Navy Ford Mustang. Maybe a little right rear damage back there. It doesn't look too bad. I see nothing on the screen right there that torts any problems. How about Reed behind him? Does he see anything? Don't see it right there. Single file until we get going. These guys are pacing around. You guys are working out right now, but I'll be on later. Absolutely. That's awesome. Hey, yeah, look at you getting all those new emojis, drinking bros. I like the squids. That's awesome. I do like it. Twitch chatting it up out there. Make sure if you're out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube, make sure that you've got your fantastic chats going. Got your watch parties shared out there on your streams. Invite all of your friends to follow and like Signature Esports on all the platforms. We'd, of course, appreciate that. All the shares in the world, all that does is make sure that Joe Sixpack Racing League on Sunday afternoons. Now, I know that football's going on right now, and I know that we're probably going to get a lot of rewatches later, which is absolutely wonderful. I appreciate that. I love my live views, and I love the rewatches, and I like the after fact. But do make sure that you tune in each and every Sunday. I know that NASCAR is going to be starting here real soon, so we're going to be trying to compete with that. Race schedule for Joe Sixpack Racing League is a 10-week racing league, so we're going to be able to see those guys hold on for the next 8 weeks after this. So it's going to be a lot of fun for those folks. This week, remember to tune in Thursday night for the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series action. That's going to get going this Thursday at Daytona. All of our vehicles are at Daytona. The Xfinity Series on Friday, and the Cup Series on Saturday. And, of course, Midwest Days of Thunder, they're going to be on Friday as well. We're going to have those simultaneously broadcasted, which is going to be awesome. A first for us over here, Signature Esports, trying to double up the broadcast for everybody. I do believe we're going to have Mr. Oxford's going to be broadcasting the Xfinity Series for me. I know that I do appreciate all of the folks that help me out over Signature Esports, of course, and we thank them very much. Also, this Tuesday, make sure you tune in to the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. They've got another playoff race coming up. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles, and, of course, all of the fine folks over there at Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. They're going to have a new Cup Series coming up here pretty soon. That is, of course, going to start sometime in February. We're going to be broadcasting that. That's going to be on Wednesday nights. We are working on our Signature Esports Race Hub as well. We were planning on doing it this Wednesday, but I do believe I might have a prior commitment that may impede with that, which will be fine, because then we'll talk about we'll do it next Wednesday. We'll get that on the regular schedule after we do the first week's race and have points and just all of the setups up there. It'll be awesome. We'll be lurking. Says Pierce right there. Absolutely fantastic. You guys are amazing. Mr. Woolley, the Midwest Maniac, you can find him out there. Speaking of Twitch channels, Greg with the Joe Six Pack Racing League, he's the owner of the league. He has a Twitch channel out there, and he does live updates every Sunday about the league. So you guys are going to have to go check that out if you want to be a part of the Know-How with the Joe Six Pack Racing League. I believe he posted all of that on Facebook. They've got a group out there. It is a private group, but you can request to join it and be a part of that. You can watch all of those things. And I believe I posted the link earlier as well to his Twitch channel to be able to watch that video. So give him a follow for me so you can keep up on the Joe Six Pack Racing League and everything that goes there. He has a radio background in talk radio, so you'll be able to understand pretty much everything he does. He went over the entire league's progress in the last week in under 5 minutes. It was amazing. Getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Pace car is going to dive off. The 34 of Lomaga is going to be there to the inside. Bromfield's there. Killingbeck, Reed, Hazlett is going to be there in fifth. And they are waiting on the leader to go. And Lomaga gets the green himself. Takes that start. Crosses the line, has a nice little lead, so that's going to give him an opportunity to single file this out. The 70 of Killingbeck in third. Lomaga running turn two very nicely. Exit, draft from the 12. How long is it going to be before he catches up? Inside try for the 12 on the 34. Exit, turn 4, front stretch run. Here comes Lomaga, Bromfield, Killingbeck, Rita, Hazlett. That's going to be all the way through 5. Patience is going to be key. A long green flag run means a lot of good things here. The 12 there trying to go to the inside once again on the 34. The 34 just running his line, trying to hold off the 12. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Killingbeck has a lot of company in the form of the number 3 right there. As you see that run being very, very, very run down. I mean, he was right there in the rear bumper. I thought he was going to get to the back quarter panel and put his nose there to the inside. Thank you very much for Reed for putting my logo on there. I appreciate you very much. He is running the Joe Six Pack Racing League at Signature Esports all over it. I really, really stinking like the back of his car. There's the front of it. There's that pressure he's applying to the 70, getting right to the back bumper of him. There's the left rear seat. He's my Irish driver. Where's he from? Leach from Ireland. It's Al Reed, the 34-year-old. Look at him go. The 19 of Hazlett trying to go to the outside. There's the GoPro Toyota Camry. Trying to make a run. You can pass on the outside here. Just letting you know. Maybe a little bit older tires. 16 laps in, only one caution, and they are really flying to 34, trying to pull A little bit better lead out over in front of Bromfield in the number 12. There is a 0.4 of a second lead as he goes into turn 1, exit turn 2, backstretch run for the 34, the Havoline Ford Mustang. Let's take a look at the biggest mover of the race right now, the number 1, McFarland in that Ford Mustang, driving fantastic. 7 positions higher than where he started. Wayne Garland said it went off track there a little bit. Take a look at that here in a moment. There is the number 1 in all of our hearts. Rocking and rolling, doing what he does best. I hope everybody's having a great day. Having a whole lot of fun. We did get some of the driver details updated, and if some of them didn't update this time, they will for sure update next week. So that's kind of really nice to see that the driver's taking the time out to do it. Biggest mover of the race. He's now up 8 positions into 7th place. Started in 15th. Sutphin there. He's not far off either. He's up 6 positions into 10th. And number 52, there's Travis Sutphin trying to utilize the wall a little bit there. 52 there. Now loses a little bit of ground to the 54. But I tell you what, I think the 54 is just off 1 position from where he started. All good things happening. And right now, your race leader, David Lomaga, out there in that Ford Mustang, 0.6 of a second out over Bromfield in the Toyota. Reed is just taken over 3rd place from Killingbeck in the number 70. So the 3 out there really rocking and rolling. He's finally picked up his pace. Fell off a position, but now back into the mix. Bromfield right in front of him. 0.8 of a second from the Toyota Camry to the Ford Mustang. That is leading this field around. Let's go back. We're going to take a look from 20th on through the number 56 running in 20th position. The Roland 56 looking to try to get another lap back. He is off by 1. First car off the lead lap right now. Actually, yes, first car off the lead lap. Knox, last car on the lead lap. There is the 440. He is running 19th, up 2 positions from where he started. Wojcik, the number 9. He is driving a Star Wars paint scheme. He's a person after my own heart. The Canadian driver driving the Yoda-themed Chevy Camaro Z01 has another Chevy in front of him. He's running relative to where his position was. The 17 up 3 positions in 17th. Rupert, the number 14, he is, of course, driving the Jimmy Johnson number 48 paint scheme, off 3 positions in 16th. Has Wayne Garland in front of him, the number 84, the Grizzly. Ready to rock and roll, 55-year-old from Rochester, New Hampshire. Travis Ackles, the 72-year-old, the San Antonio, Texas driver. Up 5 positions from where he started. He's running 14th. Sutphin, of course, the number 52, got a little bit into the wall just a little while ago. He is currently running 13th. It was up as far as 10, but he's still up 3 positions. The 54 was in 10th. Sammy Davis, the Shelby, North Carolina driver, he is right there in 12th. Tuisku, I think that's how you say your name. I pretty much said that's what it is. The Detroit driver driving the 187. He is in 11th, up 3 positions. Off 3 positions, there is Rob Lowell. Trying to hold on, running 11th. Tuisku is going to take it for 10th. Torchia, the number 2 driver, he's right there. Brantlinger, he is in 8th, running relative to his number. And, of course, Anthony Garland, he, the 33-year-old, and is son to Wayne Garland. He is running in 7th, up 2 positions from where he started. Killingbeck dropping a little bit right there, getting passed by a few drivers. He's in 6th. McFarland creeps into the top 5. Hazlett running in 4th. The number 19 doing what he does best. Reed in 3rd, that's where he's been. He's trying to make a pass on the 12 right there, and that looks like they're going to swap positions. The 3 of Reed now taking over 2nd. We were talking about the 12, Bromfield. He is now back to 3rd, but the 37-year-old from Roanoke, Virginia, knows he's got a long race left. And Lomaga, he is out front still by 2.1 seconds. 26 laps into this 75-lap affair. everybody's having a great night out there. Hope everything is going very well for each and every one of you. 34 out front, 2.12 seconds. Reed's going to have a lot of work to have to try to get around and get some of that, get some of those laps back right there. And the 3 starting to separate his line away from the 12. Lamaga has a lot of traffic. Is going to have a lot of traffic here very, very shortly as they start approaching lap traffic. But the way that it looks, all that he has to do is continue to drive his line. His last lap time was a 30.81. Reed comes across the line at a 30.90. Let's take a look at the last 5 laps for the front driver, how much he's gained on Reed. 0.2 of a second is going to be the biggest biggest average over the last 5 laps. But I do believe Reed's starting to close the gap because the 34 just put down a little bit slower time. I believe that's going to be close to 31 seconds, 31.14 for him right there. And Reed closed the gap by 0.4 of a second. So all that ground that he made now starting to lose to that driver right there, the number 3, tracking him down, chasing him down. McFarland, the number 1, got around the 12. I believe the 12 went to pit road. He did. Bromfield on pit road right now, off pit cycle. Lamaga, 29 laps in. He is still out there trying to put faster laps in than the guy behind him, and he did that lap. He's going to gain a little bit more ground. So all that ground that Reed put in, that gained on that last lap, he's going to lose it right there. 0.4 of a second better for Lamaga. 30.74, 31.19 for that driver there in the number 3 car. Brantlinger not far off of that driver. There is Brantlinger trying to get around the number 1. Brantlinger on fresher tires than everybody else. His pit cycle came at lap 9 whenever the first caution came out, so he's going to be out there on some much fresher tires, turning out some fresher laps. Last lap for Brantlinger is going to be almost matching the pace of the race leader. 30.81 for Lamaga. Brantlinger turning in a 30.97, trying to get around some drivers. So fresher tires, no doubt, doing a better job for him right there. He's going to be able to run about 10 extra laps over everybody else. Hazlett right there, the number in 4th place, the number 19, turned in a little bit fresher time than Brantlinger, but I think that is all because he is stuck there in the draft. There's the battle box on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. This is kind of what they look at whenever they are driving these cars, a little bit of a relative screen. What's going to be in front of you, what's going to be behind you, and he can look and see who's on his way. Conover's going to pit road. It looks like the 20th place car getting on pit road right there. Brantlinger doing his job. McFarland goes to pit road, 29 laps in. These guys at 29 laps in, these guys were looking at approaching 35, maybe for a fuel window, maybe a little bit longer than that since they had a fantastic little caution that happened real early. So a long green flag run working in its advantages for the 34. Brantlinger is now starting to really close that gap. He is running exact same times as Lamaga out front. So the 8 starting to close the distance. Reed out there. He is running second, but no doubt the 8 car on the fresher tires is getting it right to him. The 84, he is a lap down car. He is on fresher tires coming out and moving around, getting that Toyota Camry all the way through. That's Wayne Garland right there. Had to use a fast repair and now out there running that Toyota Camry around the leaders, trying to get that lap back. His last lap was a 29.59, so much faster than the race leaders. Lomaga's last lap, 31 seconds flat. And right now, you're going to start seeing some more of that lap traffic come into play. 35 laps in, 40 laps to go when they come around to the start-finish line. Clean little race going on right here. Limited field, so they only take 30 drivers. Like I said, 25 of the drivers are going to get points. That includes whoever wins this race is going to be out there with 25 laps in, or 25 points for the race leader. 84 starting to close the gap on the race leader, trying to get that lap back. I'm sure that race leader is going to be not going to have a problem getting around him, but at the same time, I do believe he might be just as patient as you can get. Little touch and go on the grass for the 84. 84 slides in front of the race leader, is going to dive down, got his lap back. And right now the 84 trying to track down some more time. I believe Mr. Garland is still one lap down, so an opportunity whenever the race leader comes to pit road. I'm sure that Garland's going to get that extra lap back, but right now he's gaining a little bit more by being out there a little bit longer. 70% fuel gives them not a whole lot of fuel, but they'll be able to run in. So Hazlett and Reed, they're coming to pit road. Brantlinger's going to be staying out there. Killingbeck, he's still out there as well, the number 70. Torchia is there. Lomaga sometime soon coming to pit road. You know it's on his mind, and we're going to be hearing what happens with that. It's like he's going to chase down one more lap. Maybe thinking about coming to pit road on this lap, maybe lap 40. Brantlinger. Boy, he came on lap 9, so he'll be able to stay out there for a little while longer. Last lap for that driver, 29.19. I'm sorry, 31.20. I take that back. His best lap is a 29.19. Lomaga has one of the best laps in the field right now, 29.11. He's going to take another lap around. Travis Eccles moved himself all the way up front. He pitted on lap 10, so he's just there out there for track position. The Island Hopper, number 72, doing what he does best. Driving. That's what you got to do. You just got to drive. 35 laps to go. Lomaga looking like he is just outpacing everybody, including folks with better tires, but running pretty much relative laps. Brantlinger putting in 0.3 of a second better lap right there because the 52 was there in front of the race leader. 31.19 for Lomaga on his last lap, so that's going to be a good lap coming in. 52 trying to get around the race leader, does so. 34 looking like he is just going to utilize that draft. That's what I would do. Just utilize that draft a little bit. Just kind of relax, take your time. Oh, 52 up on the wall again. He just can't stay out of that wall. 52 is Sutphin trying to hold on to it. Turn 2 has been a doozy for him. 34 right there. Exit. Turn 4. Another lap in. 43 laps down. And we're continuing to follow along with the race leader to see when he's coming to pit road. Brantlinger, Killingbeck, Eccles. That's going to be the top 5. Those are the drivers. Right now, Bromfield is trying to track down the race leader. Because he is in 5th place, and he is a lap down. Now, the only thing that this does for Lomaga, if he doesn't come to pit road soon, is that's going to put him a lot further behind a lot of traffic as they come around. Because with pit road being as long as it is on the front stretch right here at Charlotte, it takes you a little bit of time to get down there. Pit road speed, I believe, is 50 miles an hour, and because it's 50 miles an hour, it's a little bit slower than most tracks. Being 50 miles an hour, you're gonna start looking at a lap and a half to almost 2 laps by the time it's all said and done. And right now, the 12 is catching the second place car, trying to get around him, trying to get through. Lomaga finally comes to pit road, and that is going to be the biggest factor in all of this, because he will be able to make it all the way to the end. And some of these drivers pitted a little early, but I don't think they pitted early enough. He put 44 laps on his tires, and he's going to be able to make it to the end. And I think that is his idea, because he's going to be able to drive around the big scenario. So right here, you're looking at the number 12. He's driving around, and Lomaga, now a lap down to the race leader, is going to be quite far off the pace. As you see the number 1 car, McFarland trying to make a pass there to the inside. This is a battle for 4th right here. These drivers are 30 seconds off of Brantlinger, Eccles, and Killingbeck, and that is basically a whole stretch. Killingbeck now went to pit road. He is in trying to get his service done. That'll put him a lap down to Brantlinger, who is out front right now to the number 8. 28 seconds out in front of the leader. That's 2 seconds better. So he is pretty much looking at the rear bumper of the 1 and the 12. Put it on lap 9. If he goes 43 to 44 laps, that's going to put him in on lap 56 to 62. Depending on how he plays things. Second caution comes out. Wayne Garland looked like he was involved, so that is going to be fortunate for Brantlinger, Eccles, McFarland, and Bromfield. Hazlett going to be the lucky dog, and basically everybody to 13th is going to be, or everybody to 12th is going to be a free pass car, because actually I take that back. McFarland and Bromfield don't have to come to pit road. They had their service done on 31 and 28, so if they wanted to keep everybody a lap down, they don't even have to come to pit road. In order to be the free pass, everybody in front of you has to come to pit road. That's the way the rules work. Let's go back and take a look at the caution. This was Wayne Garland, the number 84. Like he and the topsy-turvy. He and the 14 got into each other right there. Take a look at that one more time. We're going to take a look at that. Pause that for just a moment. Far chase view, because we all know that that's my favorite point of view. 84 comes out, a little bit of touch, a little bit into, kicked each other. They literally kicked each other. There's some drivers. Ryan Rupert went on pit lane. That was the 84 of Wayne Garland right there. I'm going to back that up just a little bit more. I'm going to see how this transpired just a little bit more. The 84 is just carrying a lot of speed on the exit of turn 2, so you can hear that right there. Comes out of the exit, clears in. 48's right there. He's going to go down, maybe to the inside, get ready for the corner. And then I think the 48 might have just thought he was clear and didn't get down there. So those things do happen. That is unfortunate circumstances. McFarland, Brantlinger, Eccles. McFarland looks like he is going to be the guy in first place. Eccles coming to pit road. Brantlinger looks like he is quite possibly going to be staying out. There's a lot of cars in front of them. They're going to get the free pass, so those drivers are ready to rock and roll. Holy goodness gracious. All right, there it is. That's the first one. Helicopter award goes to Mr. McFarland. Here you are, my friend. We love the helicopter award. They're going to come around under pace laps. Going to be 25 laps to go this time by. And a whole lot of things have changed. A whole lot of things have changed. I believe some of the drivers were coming in to try to possibly take those fresh tires. And man, oh man. McFarland, Brantlinger, Eccles, Hazlett, and Reed. And that's going to make up the top 5. Boy, I don't know. I probably would have been, There's a lot of ways you could have played that whole situation. There is Reed right there. First car off the lead lap, waiting for his wave around to come around as we are 25 laps to go. So he's going to be a part of that. Your lucky dog was your 13th place, your 12th place car. That was going to be Hubble, the number 17, I believe, or Knox. I take that back. It'd have been Knox. He'd have been the wave around car on the 440 with a lucky dog. But McFarland right there. And remember, they do have 2 attempts at a green, white checkered. Second caution happens after a very, very long green flag run. And lap traffic being what it is, you got to drive your line. You just got to hold on to it. I calls it like I see it, folks. I don't have any favorites. Except for if they run my logo, then I'm pretty happy with that. All right, free pass cars going around. They're going to go side by side. McFarland, Brantlinger, Eccles, Hazlett, Reed. That's going to be the top 3. Lomaga back in 6th. Lomaga led a ton of laps here. Had to come to pit road. He led pretty much, pretty close to almost all of the 44 laps he was out there. 43 laps he was out there, all but about 3 or 4 of them. 4 lead changes. Let me take that back. 4 lead changes before the caution, so now we're 6 lead changes. According to what my thing says. It could be wrong. Who knows? Lights are off on the pace car. I do believe we're waiting to see what's going on here. Curious nature. I know these drivers are probably waiting for... Oh, Rob Lowe got into somebody back there. Be no doubt these guys are waiting for the... I would assume they'd be waiting for these drivers to go. But I think they're just going to take the green flag and go anyway. Lap traffic right there. Those were free pass cars. They should have passed the pace car right there, and that didn't happen. So I'm not sure quite what happened there. The 8 to the outside of the 1. McFarland right there. The 72 of Eccles in the mix. All these drivers came to pit road. Eccles came to pit road on 49. So did Brantlinger. Those guys needed tires. McFarland on a little bit older tires. 23 laps to go as they come around. The 8 carrying... Oh, somebody got... It was the 52, it looked like, at Sutphen again. Oh, man. Up under the wall. 92, no doubt a caution is going to come out right here. And it does. Matt Newborn, I think, was the driver that it was the 92. Oh, man. It's nowhere. We're going to have to watch that from his point of view. So we're going to back that up real quick. 92 carrying his speed, just doing what he does. Let's see what happened right here. We're going to watch this from his cockpit view. So the 52 was right there with the race leaders. He was down at the bottom. He hit the apron, got loose. A little bit loose on the corner. Came up. Oh. There's nothing he could do. Nothing he could do. Oh, man. Oh. Good job on everybody braking and getting around. Nice job for the 92 getting off the track as well. Matt Newborn collected into that one. I want to go back and see what happened with the 52 on that one. Because he was super loose, and we'll just watch that from his point of view because that's Sutphen right there. There he is. And you can already see where that's coming into play. And he had a good run right there. There's the 72. There's the 1. He's going to drive to the inside. Gets out of the throttle. Feather. 72 got a little bit loose. He went down a little bit harder. Man, he tried to save it, trying to hold on to it. Oh, man. Gets rear-ended up into the wall. There's the 92. 52 goes down. Man. He was wheeling that bad boy. Alrighty. Brantlinger, he's your race leader right now. Travis Eccles, the number 72, is right there as well. The 34, the 70, the 12, and the 2, all of those drivers needed waiver rounds on that last caution. So we're going to be seeing what happens here. 20 laps to go, third caution of the race right here at Charlotte After Dark with the Joe Six-Pack Racing League. Here in a few hours, you're going to be able to sit with me again. We're going to have the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. You have to tune in a little bit later on for that. Roughly about 8:20 Eastern, I believe, is whenever I get things rocking on, or 7:20 Eastern, something like that. Something like that. You know. I know the session goes live at 6:50 my time, which is Central Time. So, yeah, or 6:45. I don't know, something like that. It'll be later. You'll get the live notifications. And the way that you get the live notifications, give us a like and follow on all the platforms. Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Signature Esports is the platform. You'll be able to watch all the racing, including Joe's Six-Pack Racing League every Sunday night, or every Sunday afternoon. Let me take that back. Roughly about 4 o'clock Eastern, between 4 and 4:20 is when we go live, depending on how long the practice of the session is. I want to make sure I always put that out there, but usually about 4:20 is when we go live and they get their qualifying underway, and then it's just a whole lot of fun. Brantlinger, Eccles, McFarlane. Eccles is the biggest mover of the race right now, the number 72, up 17 positions from where he started. Started 19th and now sitting there in second. We've seen Travis Eccles drive pretty much in every series that I've been a part of, and we're pretty close to it. Travis, part of the Midwest Days of Thunder, thank you very much for continuously running with leagues. He's been a part of a couple of them now. Brantlinger's going to be out front, the number 8 in the Budweiser Chevy Camaro ZL1. One of 2 Chevys up inside the top 5, and then the second one's going to be this driver right here, Mr. Reed. Our Irish driver from Ireland. Brantlinger, Eccles, McFarlane, Reed, Hazlett. I got to get that right. I'm reading it. I've got to stop reading it. I know the name. It's awesome. Eccles and McFarlane and Fords. Hazlett, first Toyota in the field. The 19 Toyota Camry. There he is right there. He's got the GoPro on. Free pass cars look like they went around. Brantlinger is going to have everybody at the field. There they go. Now they're going to get their lap back. There's the pace car. Lights are off on the pace car. They're coming around the backstretch. We're going to go back to green flag racing here once again here in just a moment. As, man, oh man, when we go back to green flag, it's going to be, 17 laps to go? Oh, big old shootout. Everybody can make it on fuel. I think everybody's got plenty of fuel. McFarland, Reed, and Hazlett have the freshest tires in the top 5. They put in a lap 55 after the caution. And right now, Brantlinger and Eccles still holding on to those 49-lap tires. Now, I tell you what, they only have basically 3 to 4 laps green on those, or 1 or 2 laps green on those tires. So they're not even that worn in yet. But how long are they going to be able to hold on to it? Are we going to have another caution? Let's see what happens. Pace car is going to dive off. It's on Pace Road, on pit road. Fred the Flagman high above the stands. The 8 goes. It's green again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Joe Six-Pack Racing League. Green, 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 green. Brantlinger, McFarlane, Eccles, Hazlett, Reed. Reed drops back to 5th. Hazlett trying to get to the inside of the 72 of Eccles. There's the 8 out by 0.6 of a second. He went, and now he's not looking back. Continuing to drive. Hazlett in the number 19. Toyota Camry in second place. Got Reed right behind him. The 3 takes another spot away. The 72 of Eccles trying to hold on to that bad boy like he had a whole lot of traffic. Pole sitter and race leader for a long time. The 34 McFarland trouncing through the field. Look at him go. The 12 of Bromfield got a good restart right there as well. He's picked up a few spots since the restart. Still 1.3 seconds off. They've got 16 laps to chase down this guy right here, Hazlett, trying to close the distance on the 8. Ooh, Hazlett blinked out just a little bit there. The 8 of Brantlinger, 0.2 seconds out in front of the field. Reed going to the inside of Hazlett right there, the number 3, making that SETV Joe Six-Pack Racing Chevy Camaro right there to the inside of the 8. Reed, fresh tires, caution comes out. Reed's going to be your race leader on that one. Eccles involved. Had to jump to pit road. Travis Eckel there to the inside, 21. Little boot, scoot, and boogie up to the top. Comes across, hits the 52. Man, oh man, oh man. Locked up the brakes. I'm going to back that up. We're going to see what happened. Looked like Eccles just, when he went into the corner, he went a little bit tight right there, and we're going to see right here. There's the 70. Eccles goes in a little tight, hits it, had to slide up, got a little bump in love. He had to slow up real hard, came off the wall. Probably a little bit loose right there. Exit turn 2, 52, has no nose. And he comes to pit road, no doubt. Probably going to get his fast repair in. So that's, looks like Travis went ahead and was out there. So no big deal. Things do happen. These things do happen. Your race leader, Al Reed, the 34-year-old, number 3 with the fantastic paint scheme. I dig it. From Leitrim, Ireland. Good to see him out there running. There's your lucky dog going around. I believe that would have been... I was looking for it, folks. There it is. Sammy Davis, the 59-year-old. He's coming back. He is only now, I think, 2 laps down, so he's going to catch up a lap right there. He'll be a lap or 2 off, 1 lap down now as he has scored. So an opportunity for that driver right there. There's your race leader, Brantlinger, right behind him, the number 8. Driving that throwback Dale Jr. paint scheme right there. Hazlett, the 19, the Toyota. In third, had a good restart right there. But I tell you what, Charlotte is all about starts and restarts. You start... The restart zone here is right there in the crest of where the tri-oval is, so it's so difficult to look at, and you see these drivers coming around. This might be, yeah, here it is. Here's turn 4, and right about there is where the restart zone is, where you see those 2 lines. There's your restart zone right there, so you're already on a curve, and they have to accelerate through that tri-oval, that front stretch right there. It's very, very short. And as they grind through the gears, they come around into another curve, and they have to be all the way high into turn 1 and then dive into turn 1 to make sure they're up to speed. So, you're traveling 4 gears very, very fast in these cars. Some of these guys use paddle shifters, kind of like what NASCAR is looking to go to. And some of these drivers, they actually use gear shifters. Full clutch, full apparatuses. And by doing that, it takes a lot of talent, a lot of skill to do it. And we'll see how they fare when they come on to this next restart. 4th caution of the race. And we're about to go back to green here in the next 2 laps. Vocal break coming up my way. I'll be right back with you in just a moment. stone cold look, grip of fear. Looks like he might be not a real character. It might be a simulation here, folks. All right, they're going to go side by side, get this restart back in the works. It'll be the 8 and a 3 on the front row, the 3 to the inside. That's was your race leader whenever the caution came out. McFarland, Hazlett, Bromfield. That's going to be the 5 cars right there tracking down. Well, I'm taking it back. The 34 Lomaga, he's there on the inside. So Bromfield's going to be in 6th place, high line on the restart. Reed needs a good restart. When they go back to green flag racing, they're going to have 10 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. iRacing Spectacular. Joe Six-Pack Racing League, the JSPRL. Waiting for it. They are bumper to bumper on this restart. The 3 goes. The 8 goes. The 19 there to the inside. Good restart for the 3. Better tires on the leader. Brantlinger, 49-lap tires. Hazlett on 55-lap tires, just like the race leader right there, so maybe that's going to be a big difference here. Hazlett gets a good run on the 8, clears him, dives hard to the inside. 3 is going to have to carry a lot of speed here on the backstretch, and is going to get into the corner just a little bit better on Hazlett. Hazlett right there to the back, comes down just a little bit. There he is. He's got the 8 on the rear bumper, outstretched run. Crossover move is going to have to come at some point. The 19 trying to take the shortest lap around, the shortest way around, that is, as the 8 is right there on the back bumper of the 19. Reed high on the exit of turn 2, going to lead another lap, another caution. 5th caution of the race comes out. Looks like something happened there. Not quite sure. Ooh, it was the one. The one went sideways a little bit right there. It triggered the caution. I mean, way to straighten it out. Man. That was McFarland. You got a little help straightening it back out. The guys are ready to go again. It was the 12 there to the inside. Here is that crossover move. We didn't see it because we went back up to the race leader. We were following right here. Camera switched angles. The 1 was right there. 12 was to the inside of the 1. And bam, there he is. It was just enough sideways that threw the caution. All right. This is only working into Reed's advantage here. Reed just needing to lead a few more laps around. He's going to have a better restart than everybody else. Top 5, Reed, Hazlett, Brantlinger, Bromfield, Lomaga. Man, oh man. Like the 54 getting his lap back. He's going to be back on the lead lap. There is Mr. Davis going back around. He's going to be your lucky dog right here on lap number 7, or lap 7 to go. I'll take that back. On lap 68 is when he's going to get that. Reed, your race leader, 19 of Hazlett, Brantlinger, Bromfield, Lomaga, Killingbeck, McFarland, Hubble, Torchia, and Davis. To see all these drivers still out there driving, still trying to work it, trying to work their stuff to the bone. A couple of drivers having to take a small little hiatus. But all good things. All good things. Reed, Hazlett having a little bit of net issues there on my end. Al Reed doing what he does, having fun. Lance Brantlinger, he was up there leading for a few laps, but don't count him out just yet. Third place can finish very well here. Even those guys on the 48 and 49 lap tires, like Lance Brantlinger, Josh Bromfield, the number 12 right there, they still have an opportunity here to do it. David Lamaga pitted on lap 44, and he's doing quite well to put himself up into the mix. Killingbeck, the number 70, he was the winner last week. He is trying to work himself up there. He's trying to get himself a few extra spots. He is off 6 spots from where he started. He started 4th and now is in 6th place. Biggest mover inside the top 10 is going to be Thomas Hubble, the number 17. Damage Company Chevy Camaro ZL1. See his Twitch stream back there. Thomas H on there. I think it's Thomas H90 might be. That was the year he was born. I'm so old. Terribly old. That's what it is. Thomas H90. Twitch.tv, and that's his channel right there. Go give him a follow. You guys can see it out there. Do that for me. I'd appreciate it. Side by side, they're going to go back to green flag racing. Hazlett to the outside of Al Reed. Al Reed is going to lead him around with 4 laps to go. They've got 2 attempts at a green-white checkered, so this is going to be where the start and the restarts are going to be a big impact. Now, Reed's going to have to get a really good jump and be able to hold off the 19 for the race win. Because on the exit, we already see that you get into the rear bumper of any of these cars, it's going to send you up the track just a little bit. It may send you up the track if you're doing the bumping, but it also will send that. It definitely will send that car in front of you up the track. You want to do a bump and run here at Charlotte, you got to know how to do it and when to do it. And you definitely don't want to do it on the exit of a turn. You definitely want to do it on the entrance of a turn. So that way you can drive around that driver on corner exit. So we will see if they're able to do it. Pace car is going to dive off. They're going to go back to green flag racing with 4 laps to go. 5th caution of the race. Some quick cautions here at the end of the race. It's like they can't get enough of it. They want to be continuously racing Charlotte, which is okay by me in my books. One of my favorite tracks. Reed gets a great restart. 0.4 of a second lead. Brantlinger and Hazlett are going to be side by side into turn 2. 4 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Charlotte After Dark. Sunday afternoon racing right here. iRacing Spectacular, the 8. Right there on the rear bumper of the 3. You definitely don't want to... Oh, 6th caution. We're going to get that first attempt at a green-white checker. That's going to happen. Garland and Sutphin got together on that one. There's the 84. And the 52 right there. Oh. No bueno. Wayne Garland. Holy goodness, buddy. That was Sutphin right there. Quick cautions happened at the end of that one. 52 was driving his modified around the corner. Got no nose on the front of that thing. No hood. Here it is, right here. Far chase view, 84's down there. 52 right there. 52 to the bottom. Oh, those guys were on top of each other. Oh, a little net code for the 440. I mean, the 52 made it further down the track. What happened to Jared Knox? Jared Knox went off track. I don't know where he went off track. Let's. Oop. Oh, he just locked up the brakes. That's all he did. No big deal. Oh. Come on, buddy. Not sure. Not sure, folks. Back to live conditions. First attempt at a green-white checkered. That's coming. Reed Brantlinger. Hey, we got a free pass car coming around. That's a pretty little number 21. That's Rob Lowe. He's going to get the free pass or the wave around. Rob Lowell, 45-year-old from Benson, Vermont. Doing some testing earlier, making sure the SDK Gaming driver information app was working, and he was the first one to chime in, so we tested that out. He was working. Al Reed out front, and I kind of want to be talking to him and seeing what's going on in his head, but he's got one more attempt at a green-white checker to get through, so all he has to do is just make sure that he's going. Here's a look at that stretch. They'll still make it on fuel. Right now, 10 cars on the lead lap. First car not on the lead lap is going to be the 52 of Sutphin. He's going to be back there. That's Travis Sutphin in the number 52. Rob Lowell is on the same lap, so those drivers trying to work around and quite possibly could get a lap back if they get another green-white checkered here. Or another caution. 6th caution of the race. A lot of them have happened in the last, let's see, 3 of them have happened in the last 12 laps. So that's just some back-to-back-to-back cautions that happen. Trying to get things rocking and rolling. They get up to speed, trying to find your place and try to get yourself in the mix. And we've noticed that whoever's behind the race leader, they, of course, get some good position. So Brantlinger is going to have a lot of work to do when it comes to this restart to try to keep himself right there with Al Reed. Reed, Brantlinger, Hazlett, Bromfield, Lomaga, Killingbeck, McFarland, Torchia, and Hubble, Davis. That's going to be all of those guys right there.
I was looking it up because he sent it to me, and I wanted to make sure. I think I butchered his name again.
Want to do that? Where's he at? Where's he at? That's that right there. Oh, Tuisku. That's right, Tuisku. All right. That's what it was. Had to go back and look at the mess. It's Robert Tuisku. I want to make sure that I get his name correct at least one time before the end of this race. The 187 right there. For those who don't know, the 36-year-old from Detroit. That is it. It's T-U, or 2 is who? A-O-O. So I think it's cool. I I had to make sure. I don't like butchering people's names. My last name is Followell, and it's just one of those things that you try your best to make sure that you get it right. You're not always going to be perfect on things, but at the end of the day, as long as you're making the attempt, that's kind of where I would say that you have to be happy with it. Al Reed, Lance Brantlinger, Brian Hazlett, Josh Bromfield. That's going to make the front 2 rows. And David Lomaga still trying to get that front row, get back to the front row, because that's where he started in the pole position, off 5 positions from where he started. Running in 5th and 6th right now, right next to Killingbeck. So those guys are really trying to make it work. The 3 going to lead them back to the start-finish line. It is on the race leader, but actually, I take that back. It's going to be on the green flag. First attempt at green. White checker is going to be on the green flag. They have to wait until the green. 3, 8, 19, 12, 34. Waiting for the restart zone. Green. The 8's going to get a great start. The 12's going to give him a shove down the front stretch. Man, look at him go. Now this is high-impact racing. 3:19, Lomaga making it work, sticking to the inside. 8 going high. 9's going to try to make it stick. He's going to be down there. The 34 is going to be there as well. Oh, 19 disappears. Holy goodness gracious, didn't know where he was at. The 3 right there. The 19 was disappearing. I didn't know what happened there. Sammy Davis was the driver impacted here. Oh, like the 70 came off the wall. Oh, man. Again, all this working in the favor of Al Reed. Next flag will end the race. And we're going to see how this transpired. Holy cow. I think he just bounced off the wall. Here it is. The 70 corner exit, 54 there to the inside. This was a good run. After Sammy Davis just got all those laps back. Oh, the 70 he did. He was on the wall. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, went for several rides there. Sammy Davis got all those laps back. Man. Mr. Davis, this one's for you, my friend. I don't like giving them out 2 times in a race, but who am I kidding? I love giving out the helicopter award. Sorry. There he is. Sammy Davis getting a helicopter award for his part in that one. Caught up, unfortunately, of course. The 70 came off the wall. Got right into him. So Mr. Killingbeck, and that's what's hard about this is that, like the ARCA cars, when you're in the wall, you stay in the wall. But with the Cup cars, if you hit the wall just right, it'll shoot you off that wall. It just throws you off, or maybe you correct yourself to come off of the wall after you hit it, and you just kind of jerk yourself around. But needless to say, I was talking about it. If one more caution happened, Baku was getting back on the lead lap, and that is what is happening right here. Mr. Rob Lowell is going to be your lucky dog. The 21 from Benson, Vermont, he's going to be coming around and catching back up to the rear end of the pack. He's going to be back on the lead lap, though, so he's going to at least get credit for all of those laps. Al Reed has to do it one more time. The 34-year-old from Leitrim, Ireland. And he might have to correct my pronunciation on that, but I'm okay with that. Might be Leitrim. Brian Hazlett's going to be there in the number 19. That GoPro Toyota Camry, all that marble, all that junk all over it. Started out very clean, very fresh, and now is just covered in all kinds of gunk. Lomaga, the 34, started in the pole position on that last restart, gained 3 positions because he restarted in 6th and is now up to 3rd. The 12, I'd want that guy starting on the outside with me. He gave the 8 such a shot on the start of that race that allowed him to keep up with the race leader. I'm sorry, let me take that back. It was Hazlett he gave a shot on the restart. And Hazlett didn't lose any ground. Normally the outside line is the one that gains a ton of or loses a ton of ground on restarts. But right here, because they're going to be waiting on the green flag, it's all going to be about approach. Next flag's going to end the race no matter how you look at it. Whether it's yellow or checkered flag, it's going to end. It's going to end in true form and fashion. 7th caution of the race in this 75 lap affair. Had a great start to the race, and they've just had a bunch of quick cautions. They say cautions breed cautions because of restarts, and that has definitely shown itself in true form here at Charlotte with the Joe Sixpack Racing Charlotte After Dark. Gotta love it. He even built him a fantastic little. Here, let's come over and take a look at it. I mean, how cool is this, folks? pretty stinking cool. All right, vocal break. They're going to go side by side. I'll bring you back to Green Flag Racing here in just about
less than 30 seconds.
last attempt at a green-white checkered. Next flag ends it, whether it be a caution or the checkered flag. It's going to happen. Al Reed, Brian Hazlett, 1 and 2, front row, 34 right there behind the 3. Brantlinger there to the outside. Pace car is off. Fred the flagman gives it a go. Green, green, green. They're off again. Al Reed to the inside. Hazlett to the outside. 34 there. 1 taps the wall just a little bit right there. You don't want anybody to... If you're second, third, and fourth right now, you definitely do not want anybody to be there to the inside. 3 wide, about to go into turn number 3. Lomaga back to the lead. The 3 gives a little tap to the bumper right there. Into it, pushing him up the racetrack. The 3 back to the inside. Bumper to bumper traffic, taking on the white flag. The 3 right there. This is going to be the last lap no matter how it ends. 3 on the back bumper of the 34 of Lomaga. Lomaga back to the lead. That's where he started. Pole center. Now has the company of the 3 behind him. Outstretched run. He's going to have 1 attempt to get to the back bumper of the 34. It's going to come on the entrance of turn number 3. Hard to the inside. 34 outstretched. Waiting for the big turn. Coming in inside. Blocking. 34. Turn sideways. Holy cow. I don't know who won. Unofficially, it says David Lomaga won. Here's a look at it again, and we are going to do our best to slow this bad boy down right here. And the 34 comes to, 3 was there, 34 was going to come to a crossover. This was happening. Push, 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 push. Ooh. Ooh, man. Oh, the 34 wins by just a touch, folks. Just a touch. What a finish to the race right there. David Lomaga wins in true form and fashion. And he tears down the house. Holy goodness gracious. Let's get into that. Let's get into those channels. Let's go and talk to him, or at least see if we can talk to him. Nothing there. Lomaga wins. Reed comes home second. That was a heck of a finish right there, folks. I don't care who you are. Man, oh man. What an impactful race. Lomaga, Reed, Brantlinger, Hazlett, Bromfield, McFarland, Killingbeck, Torchia, Hubble, and Lowell. Here's your race results brought to you by Drinking Bros Racing, my signature esports sponsor, SCTV sponsor, of course, out there on Roku. David Lomaga wins right here, and Al Reed basically pushed him across the line right there. That was a great restart. What a way to finish that one. So congratulations to those guys right there. Lance Brantlinger, of course, coming home third. We talked about it all the way to 10th. Rob Lowell, our guy that went all the way back around. At least he stayed back out there and got it. Sammy Davis as well, staying on the lead lap. Sutphin comes out 12th. Gained some points on that one. Jared Knox in 14th. Wojcik in 16th. Newborn
Rupert all the way to 18th. Let's battle down into the next part of the field. Eccles finishes 19th after getting wrapped up earlier 23 laps ago. You can see that right there. Wayne Garland involved 25 laps ago, just trying to really hold on to it all race long. It seemed like he and the 52 just couldn't stay away from each other there for a little while. Aaron Conover there out there, and I do believe Greg out there. It says Greg Joe. That's Greg right there. That was the guy out there running race control for you. Mike Broda Sr. finishing in 22nd. So congratulations. Another very fun race. Very impactful. I mean a fun race. Like this was a good, you knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to be a whole lot of fun. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, folks. That was kind of... the 72 was removed for excessive blinking. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so I'm getting updates. I like that. It was Ricky Holder out there. It was a good race. It was a good race. I thought it was very entertaining. And so far in the first two races that I've been broadcasting with for these fine folks over here at Joe Sixpack Racing, they've been absolutely wonderful. Talladega was an incredible race. Of course, this was a great race too. They had a great start, a long green flag run, and then very impactful. David Lamaga had to do something. He started on the pole. He used his pit strategy to his advantage. He came back to pit road on he did not come back to pit road. He only came back to pit road when he finished the race. That's when he came back to pit road. And so, it really played a factor and it really did some good justice here. Great race. We're going to see him next week. Make sure you tune into Greg's podcast on Twitch. Go and find it. Go on our Signature Esports Facebook page. We put it up there. Joe Six-Pack Racing League. They do have a Facebook page themselves. Thank you to all of our sponsors across the board. Thank you to Joe Sixpack Racing and all the guys over there, all the admins, for allowing Signature Esports to be a part of their family. And, of course, if you want more racing, here in a few hours, we're going to be back again with dirt racing, and that will be the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. We're going to have 3 races. Cedar Lake is where we're at, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Dirt street stocks, big blocks, and super lates. Whoa, it's going to be fun. Thomas, you're awesome, man. Yeah, it's all good, man. All good. Thomas says, thanks for broadcasting. Not where you wanted, but still top 10. Hey, you know what, Mr. Hubble? It's still a good race. No matter how you look at it. Still a good race. All right, folks. Have a great one. We're going to see you a little bit later. Make sure you keep turning in each and every week and join us every Sunday afternoon for Joe's Six-Pack Racing League right here on Signature Esports, your home for iRacing. It is myself. Have a great afternoon, a good evening, and if it's kind of your neck of the woods, good morning.